All right, so you're ready to record your first podcast. Do you have a microphone? Who's going to distribute for you? Do you have a studio? What about the editing? All right, everyone relax because I think I have the answer. Anchor app. Yeah, Anchor. It's free. They distribute Spotify, Apple, many more. There's creation tools that allow you to edit and create your podcast from your phone, your laptop, or your personal computer. And the best thing of all, girl, you can make money no matter how many listeners you have. So the answer is simple. Get Anchor. Anchor FM app. Go find it now. Tell them a seat at the table sent you. I will now reenact a scene from the global box office hit Glitter, starring the one and the only Mother Lamb herself, Mariah Carey. I like hanging with you, Billy. Woe is me. What the hell is that? I like hanging out with you, Billy. I like hanging out with you, Billy. So somebody went all the way to France for this? Somebody went all the way to France for this. You know, I don't usually do this. I can tell. Thank you. Listen, I don't know if you know, but Glitter is probably one of the best movies that I've ever seen in my life. And honestly, I don't know why you haven't seen it, but we'll discuss at a later date. Welcome to an all new episode of A Seat at the Table podcast, where there is always a seat for you. Now, first of all, let's just go ahead and get the histrionics out the way, okay? If this is your first time, please raise your hand. Usher will be coming down the aisle to give you a new welcome package, and we'd like to see you after the service. Thank you so much. And for those of you who think that gospel music has come too far, and we've gotten a little bit too radical with our message, welcome back. All right. Now you can find us on Instagram. That's right. I said us because this is a community broadcast. That's right. Picture it. Sicily, 1922. A little girl starts a podcast, right? Podcasts are almost starting to flourish. They haven't become legendary yet, but they're on their way. A little black girl starts a podcast. And then all of a sudden, everybody has a podcast. Anyways, you can find us on Instagram, A Seat at the Table Pod. All one word. A Seat at the Table Pod. That's it. Now you can find me on Instagram, but listen, we go through this week after week. And if you're new to the program, all I'm going to say to you is I have a private Instagram account, but there are people who have become more like family. I would consider them part of the Usher board at the Seat at the Table. So they follow me on my private account. That's neither here nor there. Anyways, you can also find us on Twitter. That is at Galanda. Week after week, I go through this and I don't know how to do this. But you know what? Not this week. This week's a new week because guess what? Joke's on you at Galanda. GAILONDAADAMS at Galanda Adams. Yes, you can find me on your Twitter. Oh my God, you guys. Oh, relax, release, relate. What is going on with you? I love a good catch-up session. So please, what is going on with you? Can I tell you? So I go to get my nails done this week, right? Now, I have a particular nail place that I go to. Needless to say, I've told stories about this nail place before because we've had some not so good times together. And I think that if you ever go to a barber or a nail salon or a particular hairstylist or a colorist or whatever, you guys have your good times and you have your not so good times, right? But you keep the tradition going. Because who loves change? Didn't we just pull up last week just about this? We just set the table for change. At any rate, So I go to my nail place this week, and she's like, giving me the massage after they're done with your nails. And she's like, oh, you work hard. So I'm like, Esther, hurry up and let's get this massage over with, okay? And she politely tells me that I'm carrying all my stress in my neck and in my back. Oh, I know this already, and I think that, like, for most of us who aren't really cognizant of our bodies, you may not even realize that you can sometimes physically carry the stress of, life around with you physically. So I know that I'm already like super tense in my shoulders and super tight in my muscles in my back. But what are you going to do? I'm going to take a yoga class. That's what I'm going to do. Y'all. All right. So you know that I refer to the dating apps as the nasty girl sites. I don't care if you are on Grindr, if you are on Adam for Adam. I don't care if you are unhinged, if you are on the Tinder, if you are on the Plenty of Fish, or you, whatever, okay? Whatever it is that you're on, those little nasty girl apps, okay? However, so there I am minding my business the other day, and I am late night creeping through the hallways of Hinge. And bitch, didn't I see one of my friends? I don't even want it to. Okay. This is all right. How do we do this? Okay. Someone I know, I saw their fiance, he had a dating profile. Yes. So this is not the first time that I've seen this gentleman with a dating profile while being with this. He's engaged to the person that I know. He's engaged to them, right? They have a baby, blah, blah, blah. They have kids, whatever. The point is, right? I don't consider it messy for me to come on here and tell you this story because y'all don't know her, and I'm never going to say her name. But what I will say is this. It definitely puts you in an awkward predicament when you see something like that. Because, let's be honest, the burden to bear of responsibility and accountability in any adult relationship should be on the people who are actually in the relationship. I don't know this gentleman like that. I've never met him before. I've only seen pictures of him. I don't know this man. I do know his fiance. We don't have a very close relationship, but we are close. No, we don't have a close relationship in terms of like, this is not somebody that I'm with all the time. Oh, at all, for the most part. But this is probably someone that, it's someone that, for all intents and purposes, I care about. And I guess my biggest thing was, what do I do with this information? Now, everybody is always going to say, I would want to know. Tell me if you see my man or my girl out here, playing me. I want to know. But let's be honest, y'all. Most of you motherfuckers don't want to know. You don't. Because I guarantee you that if this is how far it's gotten, you already know. You just don't want to know. Now, I could be wrong about that, because as you know, I have not had many successful romantic relationships. But I will tell you this, though. Anytime that I've ever suspected that something was wrong, or that, there's an energy that I believe people carry with them. And I'm a firm believer of that. There is an energy that people carry with them. And I think that sometimes people don't even understand the magnitude of that. So they take for granted that, that frequencies like deception, like betrayal, like those are all frequencies. You know what I mean? Those are all frequencies. And if you have, whether it be, because here's something that I recently experienced. So talking to somebody. I guess, newly dating someone, right? And he started to kind of become inconsistent in terms of his behavior. And I knew instantly, like, the energy that I was picking up on was a thing. I knew it. You know what I mean? Like, I knew that I was picking up on something. That wasn't like okay, well, your behavior just became inconsistent, so, I'm chin checking you. This was more of like, your energy feels a little bit off. Like, I don't know. You don't seem like, I don't know. Your energy, something's weird with it. And he was like, nah, chill, whatever. Only to find out that, I think that whatever it was that I was picking up on energetically was, his interest waning because he couldn't, multi-focus, so he couldn't, give the same energy to me because now he was dualizing his energy or whatever the case is with other people or with another person. Therefore, I was picking up on that, but he was, in effect, communicatively telling me, no, that's not, you're not picking up on anything. So I say all that to say that every behavior that is exuded, whether it even is just a thought in your mind, all of that stuff carries a frequency, And so when people pick up on that, the vibration, you know what I mean? Because we've discussed all of this before. So there's the energy, there's the frequency, and then there's the vibration. So when you are picking up on the frequency of a vibration that is maybe low-lying energy, things like negatives like betrayal or whatever the case is often are associated with low-lying energy forces or frequencies. So all I know is I was conflummoxed, to say the least, because I didn't know, and yes, that is an actual word, I didn't know what to do with this information. I had someone suggest to me that, like, I should have engaged him in the, I should have swiped right on him and just, seen if he would have, whatever. And that's not even a game I want to play. I don't even want to get involved on that level. Like, I know a lot of people like to dip and dab and, I'm not out here trying to Nancy Drew anybody's life, and for the most part, I think that people's relationships are their own business. Listen, let's tell the truth and shame the devil, because nowadays I don't even think that people understand how much open relationships are more common than we think. I was discussing my findings with someone in terms of what I had saw, like seeing this guy's profile on a dating app. And kind of being, kind of not sure what I want to do with the information, right? And I was telling a male friend of mine, and he said, listen, for all you know, this could just be kind of par for the course for their relationship. You never know. Maybe they have an open relationship. And I thought to myself, like, oh God, no, they do not. But honestly, open relationships are way more common than we think. I mean, let me just throw some stats at you, right? First of all, let's just define what open means, okay? So open, whether it means sexual open relationships, meaning that you guys give hall passes, or, maybe you guys are part of a sex club, because those things exist. Or whether you are into a multiple sexual experience in terms of threesomes or partner swapping, that is another type of open relationship. So there are three types. So there is sexual, there is partner swapping or threesomes, and then there is polyamory, which really delves more into emotional commitments with others, right? So you would think, because I'm a traditionalist, so I'm not thinking that anybody is out here having an open relationship and like throwing up fucking Tinder profiles or Hinge profiles or whatever the hell, throwing up Grindr